While we try to be as helpful as possible, this podcast should not be considered as professional or financial advice. It contains general information only, and you should seek out professional advice for your own personal circumstances before making any financial decisions.
Welcome back, guys. I'm Julia.
And I'm Nick.
And I'm Kyle.
And I'm Bianca.
And this is the Enthusiast Lab. Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Enthusiast Lab. We haven't done one of these episodes in a while. This is a client special guest episode with Kial and Bianca.
Our poster children for Mr Enthusiast.
Our poster clients. So, first off,
Who the fuck are you?
who are you?
No, I'm Kyle. Pretty simple. Already said.
Spelled differently.
Yeah, I'm a spray painter.
Yep.
28 years old.
Yep.
Just chilling.
Just chilling. Killing.
Fair.
Drug dealing.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Escalation. I'm Bianca. 29, going on 30.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, old cunt.
Yeah, with this guy, obviously. Yeah, no, that's it, me.
Bianca,
Yes.
Bianca the cradle snatcher.
Wow.
I mean, there's 8 months difference. Let's calm down here.
Okay.
Sorry.
And you guys were second home buyers when you came to us because you had already built a home way back when.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, when
Yes.
we were 21.
21?
So, yeah,
Something like that.
8 years ago.
Yeah, cool. And you mentioned what kind of job you're in, and you originally built in
In Brabham.
Brabham,
Yeah.
Brabham.
and then the new house that you built with us is in Bullsbrook.
Yeah.
Do you remember what design you guys built?
The indulgence.
Indulgence, yeah, okay, cool.
Made him check.
Just so the listeners
car.
know.
4-car
what to
garage.
reference.
Indulgence.
Yeah.
Easy. Okay, so
480 square metre block, I think
Yeah,
it was.
480.
480.
looking into your build journey, let's do a quick breakdown so everyone's got a reference for timeline, because you guys had a bit of a harder build than what the clients
Currently
now
our experience with our newer
experiencing.
builders. Yeah.
Which is why we wanted to get you guys onto the pod and kind of shine a light on what a harder build can be like and how to traverse through it and all that kind of stuff. So you guys signed up in September of 2021. You guys got formal approval in January 2022. Slab down went down in April of 2022. Bricks were finished in October 2022. Roof was finished March 2023. And then we handed over in January 2024. And today we are at the beginning of July of 2024.
Yeah, so you've been in it for 6 months.
Mm.
Yep.
How you finding it? Settled in now?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely better than the last house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
More
'Cause you-
cleaning.
Yeah, more cleaning. Because you guys had a 3x2 or 4x2 your first
4x2.
home? 4x2.
Yeah.
That was on a 300?
Yeah,
312.
312.
312, 313, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, killer.
That's
killer.
an odd shape bog.
Yeah, no, it's a 12.5 by 25.
Oh,
blocks.
okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the one.
Yep.
Yeah,
Alright.
look at me go.
Look at you. No
Like
idea.
you
Nick,
know
quick
what
math.
he's doing.
Crazy.
My quick math. Yeah.
So I guess start off the question, why did you guys want to build again? Because you guys were in what is now quite a hot suburb. And we visited your home. It was a nice home.
It was actually quite a nice place. I
Yeah.
actually liked it.
Yeah, it was a great place, but may
and
as
you
well
guys
upgrade.
still
Yeah.
have that one. You guys rent that one out
Brabham,
now.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. investment,
Currently rented out.
Yeah. So what kind of drove you to build again?
Bigger and better things.
This guy.
Yeah.
Get in the next suburb while it's quiet.
Yep.
Hopefully make some more money.
Yep.
You fucking did that, didn't you?
Yep.
Oh, fucking oath.
Yeah.
Max?
I grew a 4x2 even though there's the two of us. Like,
Yeah.
there's not enough space. I
Mm.
mean, we're only 2 people, but we take up a 4-bedroom. Now we have a 4-bedroom, a theater, and a garage, and we still take
Everything's
it up.
full.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's just because Kyle swings his fucking dick around. It just takes so
that
much
takes
space.
up a room in there. Yeah,
One room just for that.
yeah.
One room for the left nut, one room for the right.
That's it, yeah.
That's it. There's the whole house.
Right nut only takes up half a room. Left one's definitely a full room.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And did you guys want to definitely build again, or did you guys look at buying an established first?
Really up to this guy.
I looked at established first.
Yeah.
I just couldn't find exactly what I wanted and the right price.
Yep.
So I decided to build, get what I want, get in, don't have to fix shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's
Yeah.
good to go, and just go from there.
And just get it done. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Bianca? Like, in terms of, would you have preferred maybe a established or somewhere closer if you had the choice, or were you pretty happy with where you ended up going and building?
Yeah, I mean, like, definitely happy we built. It's like one of those things where, like, you want everything to be the way you want it. So,
Yeah.
building's the right way. I mean, the an hour and a half drive to work isn't great, but
Yeah.
it's definitely a nice area to live in. So, I mean,
Small
small,
sacrifices.
yeah.
Yeah, because obviously being in Brabham, the time difference is about, what, 12, 15 minutes?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
in
about
morning,
15,
yeah,
20.
yeah,
15, 20,
In
yeah.
morning traffic, it's like 10 minutes, but in
Afternoon.
traffic, yeah.
Because you're out in the city, eh?
Yeah. So we're in East
kills
London.
ya.
So the Tonkin's what kills you, but I mean, it's not shocking. Like, I mean, you know, traffic's traffic.
You
there.
deal with it.
So,
100%, because you work out in Malaga, Kyle.
Yeah, it's
hey?
about 30 minutes for me, so it's not too bad.
Laughing.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
beautiful.
depends on who you are. Who's
That's why I
telling.
chose where to
45
build.
minutes.
Who gives a fuck about time?
And you obviously built through us because you're on the pod. How did you find us?
Top
Yeah,
notch.
pretty good.
No, like,
Oh no, how did you?
Like,
I
in-
appreciate
top
it. I appreciate
Actually, the first time Carl told me, he's like, oh, you know, this guy on Facebook, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, here we go. Righto. I was like, whatever you say, let's give it a go. And then when I went there and you were like, what's up, Chris? I was like, yeah. Oh, and I was like, yes. I was like, this is our guy.
Yeah.
They sat down, had an hour chat. I was like, sign us up, ready
Yeah.
to go. So, yeah.
Say less.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
was it more from social media that you first heard about us, or?
Yeah, social media. Saw the Falcon on gate down
yes.
down the road. I was like, hey, who's this? I see Mr Enthusiast on the side, so
Yeah.
I flicked your message saying, fuck, nice car.
Yes.
And then went from there.
Yeah.
That's
Actually, I didn't know that. That's actually
right.
really cute. Aw.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. We had little things. We had our little things.
Oh.
10 out of 10 for branding on the side of my vehicle.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Worth it.
You guys are now Snapchat buddies and everything.
Yeah, stick a couple of times.
100%.
Wouldn't doubt it. What was your first impressions of us after the first appointment? Or because you guys had the first appointment when we were still at the builder, or did we come to you for
No,
the
no.
first appointment?
No.
At the builder.
Yeah,
At the builder,
builder,
yeah. And then I think your sign up you guys did at home because COVID hit
Yeah.
by then and we had like lockdowns. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and I was dropping shit
Yeah.
off late at night, and you
Yeah.
guys were literally around the corner from
Yeah.
our house.
Exactly, made it easy.
2-minute drive.
I mean, the dog loved you, which
Yeah.
is not a common thing.
Yeah.
So that said something. But yeah, no, it was great. I think everything ran smoothly. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, perfect.
Did you have any fears going into building a second home?
Not really.
No,
No, not really.
because you had a
yeah.
pretty good experience the first time. Hey,
Oh, first time was a great experience.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of bad stories. A lot of people haven't had good first experience. But yeah,
Yeah.
we had no issues.
yeah,
Yeah,
killer.
okay.
Still haven't had an issue. House is still
Yeah.
mint.
Yeah, gangster, gangster.
I think the only fear was more like I go along with things. Carl picks everything for the first house, so the second house I was like, watch yourself, buddy.
Watch yourself.
Watch yourself. But no, everything was really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
killer.
And let's dive into like what you guys experienced versus what clients are going through now, because your sister's built through Levita,
4 houses down.
4 houses,
4 houses
Yeah,
down,
down the street.
through us, which also thank you for referring.
Yes. So Kial and Bianca signed up with the builder that we were previously using.
Yep.
And then they were one of the last clients that kind of signed up with that builder.
Yeah.
And-
Before we gave Levita Homes and our other builder a trial run,
Yeah.
because by that stage Levita started actually doing quite a few more homes, and we were getting to that tail end of the COVID grants, because they were still doing obviously some grants in 2021. So now that we had quite a few settling and we started seeing that some of the builds were taking a little bit longer, we're like, look, what can we adjust? And unfortunately, you guys were on that tail end because we had already signed up and got it all done. But yeah,
Yeah, so your sister kind of got the Levita journey, whereas you guys got the previous builder journey. And there is a big difference compared to what you guys kind of went through.
Yeah, we saw a lot of the difference.
Yeah. Granted, at that time, switching from the previous builder to the builder we were moving to, price-wise, financially, it didn't make sense because we'd be jumping up in price and everything.
yeah.
But let's talk about the journey and kind of give everyone like a raw experience of, was it worth it? What would you change? Are there regrets? Lay it on us.
Yeah. lay it, send it.
Yeah.
I can take it.
I mean, definitely worth it. At the end of the day, we got the house we wanted, so I can't complain there. I mean, yeah, would have rather gone through La Vida for sure, but it just took a longer journey. And I think in hindsight, when you think about it, back when we were building, we were at the arse end of COVID. So really, we didn't want to be doing too much complaining, because like we had friends that were building for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
So I mean, yeah, when I look back on it now, I'm like, what a Karen. I'm just like, still could have been better, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, we knew what the standard was from the first house. So then to go to the second house and have the experience we had, it was like, maybe not again. Like,
Yeah.
you know, made you
bit of a letdown there.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it definitely makes you think twice about doing it again for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Would there be any things that you would recommend for people to look out for, or things to think about? Any tips or tricks for clients moving forward who are thinking about getting into the building industry, or like building a home from here on out? Any advice, I guess?
Yeah, check shit. Make sure they're doing
Read
it properly.
that fine line.
Check your shit.
Check your shit
Because
before you wreck yourself.
some builders, they like to fuck around a bit and not do things properly. So
Yeah.
make sure shit's done properly.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to be a Karen. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Carl,
So-
you talk with full stops at the end.
yeah, yeah. He doesn't when he writes. But,
I'm already getting angry just thinking about it.
no, it's more, the advice I could give is definitely like sit on things. Don't just rush to sign something. Like if you're unsure, ask the question and, you know, put forth what you want, because at the end of the day, it's your house, you're building it. They can compromise if they want to sell you it. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is
Okay.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. How did you find it? Like if someone was obviously because of the fact that this is your second home, and you guys actually were able to get some valuations, use the equity from your first home, and actually build the second one. Do you feel like, obviously, it is still quite daunting that you're gonna have to build another home, and then you've got an existing property? How did you find those challenges? Like, was it real mentally draining knowing that you're gonna have 2 mortgages the whole time with your build, or did you find like just going, fuck it, we can do this shit, just get it done?
I mean, we were very, very lucky. Shout out to the girl that rents my house. Pretty much she was at work, didn't want to live where she wanted to live. And she was like, I'm looking for like somewhere to rent. And I was like, I'll move out tomorrow if I'm honest. And then she like thought I was joking. And I said, I'm not. And then like 2 weekends later we were out and she was in. So in hindsight, no, it wasn't daunting at all, but that's not the case for everyone. So yeah, I definitely think if we didn't have someone to move in, would have been shitting my pants. Yeah. But yeah, having 2 mortgages, my guy pays the bills. So
It's not too bad. Lucky we had somewhere to move into as well.
Yeah.
So my grandma has a granny flat at the back of the house.
Yep.
Move in there, cheap rent, had ours rented out, made it way easier. Way easier.
Yeah,
Yep.
killer. Because that basically, if we look at the total time frame, yes, we started in September, finance was approved January, I think it was, 2022. Slab went down April 2022, and then you picked up keys Jan 2024. So that's 18 months, about 18 months construction.
Yeah.
Whereas like, yeah, obviously now we're smashing fucking 9 months, 12 months, whatever, which is obviously the administration took quite a while, and then there was some big delays with that last builder.
Yeah,
But
standing around with their dicks in their hand.
pretty much, and like how many times were we all sending emails to them trying to fucking speed shit up? But at the end of the day, it's still like in my eyes, from seeing a lot of the other clients and what, you know, there's still people on your fucking street that are still building like started before yous. Do you know what I mean? You guys have been in the house now. Still, it was shit. It was a bit long, but I think in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible.
It wasn't the worst it could be, but it could have been a shitload better.
Yeah, I've seen other houses that are still not done and they started before us. So can't
Fucking
complain
wild.
too badly.
Yeah.
I think it's more obvious, like you said, we started in 2021 and like we were the first slab on the street, and so like then when you see other people around you moving in, you start to question things more, so.
It gets gut-wrenching, 100%. Like how many times, you know, a lot of the process, by the time you guys were in, we had already adapted, like the fortnightly construction runs, all that shit, because you guys weren't getting any updates of that previous fucking builder, and that was something that we noticed. So we were going out to try and do something, at least keep that communication, if it's not through the builder, with us, going, hey, this is what we're seeing, because you guys are fucking hectic busy. Last thing you want to be doing is then trekking out and shit, figuring out. You should have that constant communication. So like we were trying, even after we'd already left that builder, we're still fucking, you're stuck with us. These guys are basically the poster children for us. Like we had a whole fucking news article written about Mr. E and our garages, and these fucking legends were the ones on the front cover, basically.
Yeah. Bianca and your thumb up.
Yeah, Bianca and the famous and the thumbs up. So yeah, it's just fucking. That's what, you know, especially with your experience, it was a bit more different. It was a bit more challenging than what a lot of our clients are getting now, which things always change. During that time when you guys were jumping in shit, that builder was pretty good. Like, you gotta admit, the price that we got the house for, the land that we got the price for, the quality that they do finish most of their builds with, and you know what I mean, all that type of shit. Normally it's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Some of the shit you guys
until you
obviously
get
copped up.
shit tilers because they're trying to rush.
Exactly. And then you're trying to fucking get them to rework shit all the time. So again, a lot of good stuff, but there's always some bad stuff. It wasn't all fucking, you know, sunshine and rainbows and shit like that, but in the hindsight, I reckon it was still pretty decent.
Yeah, and I think even like considering we're second home buyers, I think like you wouldn't want it for us to be a first home buyer and had gone through that. Like you'd just be like shit, running through the mud.
If that was the first one, I probably would have put off on building ever
Second
again.
one, yeah, exactly.
But knowing that you can get shit done properly,
Yeah.
I'll build again.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because obviously it will have hurt you, and I remember how frustrated I was for you guys. They learned what you're fucking experiencing.
Yeah.
Like with what you guys were getting copped with that builder.
Even
Like,
still.
Yeah.
They
still
didn't
still
email about maintenance or anything. We had to contact
Fucking
them
hopeless.
and do everything.
Yeah.
See, and that's really hard because as first home buyers, if you don't know the expectations or like the process of the building industry, it's very easy for the builder to kind of slip under the radar and not give you the maintenance form or, you know, follow up to say your 6 months or 1 year maintenance is ready. What do you guys need to get fixed?
Yeah.
And I think it's a cautionary tale for people to really do their research and pick the right builder. Granted, like all four of us didn't know what was going to happen.
No.
For all intents and purposes, the builder has a years of
40 years of like really good reputation and knowledge, dealt with, you know, COVID grants, dealt with like just building booms and shit
stuff,
like that. So they've got coin behind them. Man, they didn't go under. There's number one, like good benefit,
true,
right?
very true.
There's still more going now, but at the same time, there were so many things they could have done a bit better, and they just fucking didn't.
Well,
and then
simple
just
things as well.
Simple,
Communication.
100%.
How hard is it?
Apparently, for many builders out there,
Turns out it
it's
is pretty
fucking hard.
Yeah.
But I mean, they probably wouldn't be the only one. So
Nah, fuck no, they're not. And we're seeing that, like, we're getting clients, man, that I spoke to like 6-8 months ago, decided, nah, man, I'm too expensive, whatever. And they're still in administration, whereas our guys are literally picking up keys now.
Yeah, finished.
Yeah, 100%. And they're like, oh, so does it normally take about 12 months before slab goes? I'm like, bro,
no.
I'm not your guy. Apparently,
the clients,
someone else.
the clients just had PCI today, Jamie and Katie, like down the fucking road.
Yeah.
I'm like, they started 11 months ago. They started July 30th.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and they're picking up keys. Again, not everyone's in the same, but 11 months before you even get a slab down, I'm like, bro, you're going to be in for a shit show. It's still happening now, man.
Insane.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think you just got to learn to pick your battles with that sort of stuff as well. Like, I don't think, like, going full Karen's going to do you any favours. So, I mean, as much as we did have a hard journey, like, love you to bits, but, like, picking every little thing is just, like, you just got to be like, okay, like, we got to let that run and, like, wait for something, you know. And, like, when I say wait for that, you knew it was going to happen. So, like, it's kind of one of those things, like, yeah, I mean, pick everything you can, but, like, don't expect to get everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Well, I think another way to also approach is probably having a building inspector behind you that, you know, is obviously not biased to the builder, not biased to the client. They're just fucking independent. Get them on board so they can represent, because then they can quote. Do you know what I mean? It's not just say you're tiling your shit. It's actually not within fucking scope of this, and this.
Yeah.
And it pushes it back to the builder to such a point where you can sit there and go, fuck you, I'm not going to accept, you know, shit work.
Yep.
This is what needs to be done for me to release the funds for me to continue, because I'm not happy with this work.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, definitely do that. I mean, more in the way that, like, when they're saying, oh, you know, like, your driveway is going to be paved on Monday and it doesn't get done to Friday. You know, you just got
Yeah.
to pick your battles, those sorts of
Yeah.
things. Like, I think, if something's done wrong, 100% bring it up. But, like, if they're delayed on something, like, give them
Give them a little bit of grace, but but not enough where you sit there and going, all right, man, you're taking a piss.
Yeah.
Like, it's that happy medium in between, which obviously things do delay. But again, it comes down to the builder and how well they communicate, how well they've treated past clients to current clients as well, to actually see a realistic, because that builder's still building heaps of homes and they're promising like they're the fucking bee's knees.
Yeah.
We left for a fucking reason with clients like yourselves and your journeys, because we don't want other people to continue having that type of experience.
Yeah.
But it's a juggle act.
We just recorded an episode with Matt. I'm not sure if it's coming out before this episode or after this episode. I don't know how our scheduling is going to work.
Yeah.
But we were just talking about delays on site and how Levita are combating the issues, because of the floods over East and because of shipping issues into WA. There are delays with countertops, there's delay with cabinets, there's delays with doors. And
like energy, like our place fucking,
Yeah.
we didn't get any energy like on our Henley Brook place
Yeah.
for 6 months.
Damn.
So we settled in November and power energy came on site in mid-May.
Yeah.
But in between they fucking, put the generators and shit, they're actively doing
Kept going.
Yeah,
half
they
the
kept
builders
going.
will just hold off.
Yeah.
That's what happened to us. So.
Yeah, so and
Unfortunately,
that's what
yeah.
happened with you guys. Like there was a bricky shortage, and guys, listen back to the 2020 boom. This is kind of what Kial and Bianca went through. It was everyone had delays on getting their slab down, but once slab was down, there was a delay on bricks. Once there was a delay, like the brickies were all finished, there was a delay with timber. Then with the colorbond roofing, like every single delay spot, you guys were right in the midst of it. And what Levita's doing to combat that kind of stuff is, okay, we can't do your cabinets right now, so we're going to do your driveway or your garage slab or whatever it is that they can do in the meantime while we're waiting for this to happen, rather than going into a complete standstill.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is what you guys had a lot of.
Yeah.
And every
It's
time
just
you guys
everything stopping and nothing happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we saw that quite a lot, and that's why like we try and bring the different builders to show, because we had Scotty, who's the main supervisor for Bullsbrook, and he actually explained when he came onto our episode that sometimes the supervisor tries to do it, but the builder actually stops the supervisor from allowing certain additional projects to be done until that phase is done. So, do you know what I mean? Like, it can sometimes be the actual builder themselves being a fuckwit or the supervisor being a fuckwit as well. But then you're the one copying it as the client, seeing they're going, there's no movement for fucking months. What's going on?
But even if there's no movement, if the builder communicated, different story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think we let it run for from September 2021 into late months in 2022. And then I kind of just thought to myself, we've almost had our house, our first home, rented out for a year. And I just kind of thought, I actually don't enjoy living in a granny flat. What are we doing?
The fuck is
big
this?
downgrade.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then to a big upgrade. It was worth it in the long run.
Yeah.
Did you guys rent your house out with all the furniture? Or
Semi-furnished.
Semi-furnished.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, there was an ensuite, bedroom ensuite and a couple other things, but yeah, nothing too major.
yeah, okay, cool.
Dishwasher.
Yeah, dishwasher, a dryer, a washing machine.
Main appliances.
Yeah,
you
just the
need.
main
Stuff
one. Yeah,
that-
perfect.
Yeah,
But basically, shit that you sat there and said, the next house, we're getting better. So we'll
Exactly.
just leave it here
Yeah,
as an
yeah.
excuse.
Shit, I wanted to upgrade. I was like, yeah, fuck it,
And
that can
plus,
stay.
my parents' house, also in Brabham, was the storage unit. So half of their garage, 2 of their bedrooms, that got taken with all of our stuff that we couldn't take to the granny flat. So it was kind of do we need to take this washing machine, this dryer?
Yeah.
Nah. And then the person that was renting it needed one, so it was it all worked out well.
Fucking
Yeah.
killer. Next. What other questions you got?
Oh, I'm reading. Hold on, I'm reading. We've been kind of panic. We've kind of been smashing the dot points back and forth. What were there any key highlights for you that you did enjoy about the building process, or
You did or didn't?
that they did?
That
Yeah,
you did.
Getting the keys. Getting the keys was the highlight.
Meeting Nick.
Yeah.
But thanks. No worries. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
drunk
Nick
and
Nick
introverted.
Fucking rude.
This guy.
Stop it.
Instagram, me just going out there and recording and looking around and people just looking at you like, that kid. Okay. But no, it was, to be fair, every time something was completed, it was exciting. Excuse me, yes, it was you got there and you're like, about time,
Yeah.
But then once you saw it, you're like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's good.
that's about it.
Yeah, also
Okay.
met a fair few good cunts on the way, so that was good as well.
This guy.
The one word you
Yeah, you know you're gonna
The
get
one
know
word.
you're gonna get
the one
dunked.
word we pre-warned him. Like, try not to do it. We're gonna have to quake you
I'm
out.
just-
soon.
I
Which
just
one?
wanna-
No, don't.
Good or
I only said it once and it was in good reason.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
And you guys are like the OG Bullsbrook.
The OG.
Yes,
The
OG. So you guys, the clients who like are on the street where we've got back-to-back client homes, and it's a mixture of different builders, different walks of life, and you guys have all kind of, you know, meshed, became friendly, all good neighbors type of thing where you know each other. At least you know you've got someone.
To borrow salt or
yeah.
sugar off. of
Fuck. So
100%.
a good example.
Eggs.
It was, I think, yeah.
Or eggs when I
Eggs.
drop all of them out of the fridge. God.
Wow.
Yeah, Tiani, I appreciate you. Yeah.
Shout out Townie.
Yeah.
Town is just literally across the road from you.
Yeah, but
one of our other
tell
clients.
me why that girl had 50 eggs in her fridge. But anyway, helped me out. I appreciate
Judgment
it.
right there.
Well, she came down. She had this big like bowl, and I just thought, I don't know what you do with eggs, but fair enough.
Oh, she might. Does she go to like Costco? Because they normally do those big packages that's like 30 to 40 at a time. So rather than like your normal dozen or whatever it is,
I think she's
some of
just-
them get the bulk ones.
I think it's just like she has a big family, so
Yeah,
they
okay,
always
cool.
buy in bulk.
Yeah, that's
It's
just
a lot of it.
fine.
I appreciate it though.
Smashes it.
She makes bulk food and I get to eat it. So
Win-win.
yeah.
Yep, fair.
That's killer.
Anything you guys would like to add? Any?
Oh, well, let's go. Like, you guys literally just got chatting with Maddie to refinance, especially after
yeah.
the episode you guys just heard recently. And obviously, we've gotten a couple of valuations now. And, like, you guys made, it was about 150, 180K in
Yeah,
profit from
around
when,
there.
from when we first did the payment, you know, the build versus what the house is now worth in the bank size. Man, you could sell it for fucking more, which we already spoke with.
Yeah.
In knowing how much cash has actually been made already in the home, do you feel like it's made the entire build journey a little bit easier, knowing that at least we're not like bleeding money and had a real shit time? Like, yes or no, or not really?
Definitely
Or
better than losing money.
Yeah,
that's
fuck
for
it.
sure.
yeah,
I think we had in our head, we knew it was going to be a mimic of Brabham. So when we built in Brabham, it was nothing. There was no
Yeah.
shopping centre, there was no outlets. And when we saw Bullsbrook, we thought, same thing's going to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
So,
100%.
General plan they had for Bullsbrook looked very similar as well. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assumed
fuck
we would
yeah.
make money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gangster.
Yeah. And if we didn't, well, got a big ass house.
Yeah, yeah. But at least you literally hit all the points. You got the big ass house. You got fucking dog cheap. You made some decent profit, and it's only going to continue building. And now they're fucking Woolworths is on its way now. It's now starting to start construction, so it's only going to make life a bit easier. Obviously, it's not as comfortable as what you had in Brabham, where we had Coles right in the middle with the whole shops. But it's
Yeah, we moved
Literally,
out as
that's-
soon as that was done.
fuck.
We
So-
lived-
Wow.
No, I think we were in there for like, 6 months? And I was just kind of like, we're moving from the
Yeah,
Brabham
we-
Coles. And I was like, Brabham
We
Coles
lived
is
there when there
big,
was nothing
so-
there for
Damn.
like 3.5 years.
Yeah.
just pure sand, man.
But in
Sand
fairness,
and bush.
In fairness, our dog Kyrie loved it. So
Oh,
Yeah.
he loves going for a run in the
yeah,
sand.
yeah. I mean, fair enough. They built a Coles, but
Yeah,
it was
we
local
got-
Kyrie's
We
running ground
enjoyed
as well.
Coles for 6 months and left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now
lovely.
back to sand pits.
Now you're back to sand pits and the next shopping center, which at least you guys will be able to stay now in this one for a while.
Oh, will we?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know.
We'll see what
I hear a 6-car or 30-car coming up around the corner in that 5-acre properties, eh?
You can't.
30, man.
We'll see what happens.
Here's to
But
hoping.
nah, hey.
I said, here's to hoping.
Oh yeah, fuck
Um,
oath. Would you do it again?
Yeah, would you
Like,
guys build again?
100%.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
definitely build again.
I'm not holding a gun to your head. Like,
I'll
you
probably
don't-
go with someone else next one.
Fuck you.
Yeah, all right.
So I'm gonna fucking bleep that out.
I bet you would too.
Delete podcast.
Delete
Yeah.
podcast. Hey, where's our podcast? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it didn't make the cut, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Don't worry, I'll still come to all your events.
Yeah, fuck
I'll just be building with someone else.
Gosh.
You guys have built before, so it's actually a good comparison. The previous rep that you guys signed up with, did you have a similar experience with them? The one that you have experienced with us?
Yeah, absolute legend. I'm not going to lie to you. He's definitely at your level for like consulting purposes.
Okay.
Yeah,
But then he disappears.
yeah.
Well,
That's
yeah,
the
yeah,
difference.
that's the thing. With other companies, they don't have what you guys serve. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, they're there to sell you the house, and that's sort of it. But in all fairness, he actually added me on Facebook. So
Wow.
we did keep in contact a fair bit. There was a bit of a period where we didn't stay in contact. That he did get cancer. Thankfully,
shit.
he's all good.
Yeah,
So
good.
yeah, but no, he was he was absolute champion. He did my parents' house as well. So
sick.
we got the same situation where like we built a house, they built a house, then we built through them. So you got all the deals and everything.
Yep.
But yeah, I'd definitely say he's on the level of like great customer service like you guys are. But yeah, he
sick.
like obviously his job is to
No
consult
build
and that's
journeys,
it.
none of that.
Oh
sort
no!
of stuff.
So where did it normally stop with that console? Like that's great to hear that he took care of you guys, especially in that initial part, which is really fucking hard, especially as a first home buyer. Where did that really start to drop off? Do you feel like?
Pre-start. So you
By
just
pre-start.
Yeah, you get introduced to the next person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then,
okay.
it just goes from there. You go person to person to person.
Yeah.
And then
Which,
key
which is,
handover.
which is just like that's how their company's laid,
Yeah,
laid
yeah,
out
that's
as well.
a
So you
lot
can't
bigger.
be mad at them in one
Yeah.
breath, sort of thing. But like, yeah, I mean, every step we had, every person was very patient, very understanding,
Yeah.
very like
Yeah.
hold your hand, like if this is what you want, this is what you want. Don't rush you, sort of thing. So that
Yeah.
company was really good in
Yeah,
that. in
great
that way.
communication from them as
Very
well.
good, yeah.
Any
Yeah,
delay,
yeah.
they'll instantly message
They
us,
will
let
do
us know,
That's
tell
good.
us when timeframes are going to be done.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
And they
Fuck
could
yeah.
they could tell when you were hesitating as well, where you were concerned but you weren't saying anything. So they were good in that form as well. So
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
so
actually
see, that's
really
very different because when we built our first home, and we, I think, built almost at the
good. Yeah, almost
similar
identical
times, yeah.
time
Yeah,
frames.
almost.
Wild.
Yeah.
It's real
Yeah.
similar.
We had a completely different
Yeah,
experience
ours was
where,
fucked.
like, our consultant signed us up and we came back with concerns. He just fucking vanished.
Yeah.
The builder didn't communicate with us, which is why we got into the industry to kind of.
Got hit with fucking site works, blowouts, and all sorts
Yeah.
of shit. 23K.
Got
So
it down.
we got into the industry to kind of sit there and go, why is this like happening in the industry? It shouldn't be that difficult to communicate and kind of
And keep,
guide
and keep
guide
it all
people
going.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
and
should be
that's-
the easiest step.
That should be the easiest step. Building the home is the hardest step.
Yeah.
Like,
Organising all that shit. Fuck that. You can't pay me enough to build a fucking home.
Yeah.
But designing and guiding you through, happy days, I'll do that.
yeah. So it's good to hear that there, are good reps in the industry. And is he still in the industry?
yes,
Yeah,
Yeah?
okay.
Yeah, good. That's
Sweet.
good.
Same company?
yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
fuck.
cool.
Yeah, he was an older gentleman, really young family. So
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, killer.
Anything else you guys want to add? Or anything you want to add, Nick? Oh.
No, fucking. Well, we hit the journeys. Do you regret anything from the build that you did with ours?
Yeah, not having enough money to do 6-car garage.
But it's an upgrade
Oh,
from
it's
what you've got.
Definitely an upgrade, but
Your garage is half the size of the house you currently lived in.
yeah.
facts.
Your house, the house they have now, the Indulgence, is as big as their fucking block that they had before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it is a good step.
yeah,
We can always do better.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a good starting point, and we can always do better with the builder as well.
Yeah. And no real regrets, really.
No?
Everything's pretty good. Pretty happy with how it all turned out in the end.
Yeah, gangster.
I mean,
Well, we became fucking besties, so there's the biggest part. Fuck off, he's my bestie
yeah,
now.
okay, no, I think everything's great. I mean, it's like with the budget we had and the land that was available, I don't think you could ask for anything better, if I'm honest.
No,
really.
well,
Yeah,
I can't build your house now for less than just sub
Exactly,
sub 800.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
yeah,
Yeah, we got pretty much everything we asked for. And
Yeah.
It's all pretty good.
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
I do
I'm
have-
really glad to hear that.
One question. And I think because you guys have built a home twice, it would be great advice that you could give. How do you prepare yourself for pre-start? I find that a lot of new clients that we sign up, that's their biggest and most daunting moment where they go, I don't know how to pick my colours. I don't know what to do. How do I make sure my house doesn't look like shit? How did you guys prepare for your pre-start and choose your tiles, your flooring, your countertops, and make sure everything flows?
Look at houses.
Yeah,
drive,
I mean-
drive around, see what the front looks like.
I mean, what did we do? We did one Sunday where we literally went,
Yeah,
when
when-
we were in Brabham, we literally went to every display home in the area. And
Because they always
looked.
put them on one street, so it's
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
You just walk door to door to door.
Like, that's how we picked our main floor tiling. We walked in
Yeah.
the house and we're like, this is gang. Like, I want that. And then when we went to the tile store, because, like, most of it was wood laminate, and then, like, we went to the tile store and, like, me and Carl saw this big wall and we're like, that one.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, but I would say definitely, like, going all of the, like, your clients that have the pages linked with you, like, go look at their journeys, go look at what they picked, because, you know, there is a lot of clients that have different, like, vibes, and then
color schemes.
Yeah,
and
you'll fit
inspo.
in with one, or you'll fit in somewhere in between. And like Pinterest is your best friend.
Yeah.
Pinterest is your friend, but it's also the bane of my fucking existence
Yeah.
because half the shit there costs like 50K to try and do.
Very true.
But
But I think
but it
the
gives you
colours,
good inspo.
yeah, it
Oh,
gives,
yes.
colours and like what tiling you want to do, like patterning wise and everything, 100%. But I would say Instagram and your guys' clients. Like, I mean, that's what I did my story for other people to see it as well. Because
Yeah.
like, I got inspo from a lot of other people.
That's
so,
good.
And I mean, our house is pretty big as it is, but we just went light and bright. So
Yeah.
make
Yes.
it look bigger than it
Keep
is.
shit simple. That's
Yeah.
probably the best advice.
Yeah.
Don't try to go overboard with colours and all that.
Yeah.
You can add that later with
Add a
pillows or
feature
whatever.
in- add a
Yeah.
feature
Yeah.
here and there, but not everywhere. So.
No, perfect.
Cool.
Plug. Do you have anything that you want us to plug?
No.
Is there anything else you wanted to add to the sesh before we cut it off?
No.
What advice can you give people like right now with how houses are obviously soaring? You guys made some killer profit for new first home buyers or second home buyers. What are some of those
Yeah, buy that
thoughts,
shit.
ideas that you
Where are you
wanna
going
share?
with this?
Like
What
to share-
advice would we
yeah,
give?
what advice do you want to give to
Oh, I
other
thought I asked
first?
this before.
No, you didn't.
Oh, my
With-
bad.
I think with the market right now, Nick says it all the time. Don't hesitate to book a meeting and ask the question. Like, you
Yeah.
know, I mean, Carl we
Yeah, if
did
you're
it for
thinking
us.
about it, go buy it.
Yeah, like
That's-
just
Yeah.
ask the question. Yeah, okay, you might get told no, but at least you know what you need to work towards to get there. And yeah, I mean, the worst case is a no, and
Yeah.
work on it and move on. So.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. It's like worst case, you can't do it right now, but this is what you can do. What are your thoughts on this? Is actually something that I'm starting to bring up a lot more, which is about expectations versus reality, especially like obviously cost of budgets are ramping up. Like for example, what you guys bought it for, you can't do that now. Would that stop you from trying to still get into another property, or would you try and just work with what you can and still do something? What are your thoughts on that?
Work with what you can, really.
Yeah.
And if you can't afford exactly what you want, like don't be scared to go a bit smaller because
Yeah.
you can do bigger later.
Yeah,
As long as
which
you-
is
yeah.
perfect example.
As
Like
long
you.
as
Yeah,
you,
that's what
like-
we did with our first house.
Yeah.
We couldn't afford what we wanted, so
Yeah.
we just built smaller.
But we built smaller knowing that like at some stage there would be an investment or it was something to work from, you know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
if it's not exactly what you want, but you're building where you know there's going to be, I mean, you can never know, but like if you think there's going to be good like investment
Growth,
in it,
yeah.
like just do it. Because
Yeah,
at the
like-
end of the day, you're going to regret it later and then you're going to be like, oh, I thought that was going to happen. And then you're sitting there like looking dumb. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
first house doesn't have to be your future house. You
Your
can
forever
always-
home.
You can
Yeah.
always
Exactly.
build again.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
exactly.
Make it a stepping stone home where you stay
Yeah.
in there for 5 to 10 years and then you build your next one. Because you
Yeah.
guys were in there for
Yeah,
what,
we
8
stayed,
years.
we
I
stayed in
think
our
it's
brown
like
house
5.
for 5 years.
Yeah, 5, yeah.
Yeah,
5
even
years,
4
yeah.
possibly.
Yeah, 4 or
Yeah.
5 years, and then we were like, yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Refinance.
Bye, bye, Fiend.
bye, Felicia. Yeah,
Bye, Felicia.
yeah.
Well, that's what we're doing now. Like we've pulled the cash out. We've obviously built one in Bullsbrook, an investment, and we pulled the cash out of our 3x2, and now we're building our big home.
Yeah.
Like it's
Oh.
not. It's a starting point, and I think that's what I'm trying to get back to people is. It's gangster like you guys, killer. You got a 4x2, big fucking home, big block, quad garage. It worked, but if you can't do that right now, something's still better than nothing, and
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
build up to the next one, like what you guys did.
Yeah.
You guys got in gangsters hell fucking early, young. You drove. You had a lot of drive. You worked on it. You got your first home. Then you worked out like you guys are both sub 30 with 2 fucking properties. Do you
Don't
know
call
what I
me
mean?
out like that, but yeah.
That's what I said. Sub 30.
Sub 30.
I said sub 30.
Yeah.
So
For now.
yeah, for now.
being with you ages.
Tell, look at you.
I'm fucking proud of you guys. Like you guys have, these guys have fucking attended most of our fucking events, if not all of them as well. Fucking absolutely love these guys. Like obviously, I know you guys mentioned like it is quite different. Obviously, what we do, but at least the initial part is very similar to what you guys got to experience the first time. In terms of obviously, like we do the community now and all that shit. Do you feel like, and you can say if it's not, do you feel like there is a lot of value in that, being that you guys are some clients that have attended that versus just if you found a house that was cheaper but they didn't offer that, do you think that would be a big change in your perspective if you would have gone with one person to another?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, heaps.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I mean, we'd be on a street now with a whole bunch of people we don't know. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I mean, the client events is like a massive, like it puts into it. Like, you know, like when we go to one, like you introduce us to new people building in the area, and I'm like, sup, what's going on, man? Like, I'm over there, you know. But like, I don't think you could get this anywhere else. And like, if you could, like, it wouldn't be better. Like,
Good-
personally, I
good
don't
times
think
are worth
so.
it because you can always
Yeah.
make more money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I appreciate it. Like, it's good to actually get someone that actually asks the questions. Do you know what I mean? Like, and the fact that you guys have attended so many is killer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we'll put up a
expect you-
little
I expect
collage
you guys
of
for
you
the
guys.
next one. Yeah, fuck oath. And
And
all
yeah.
of them with
Yeah.
Bianca just going.
Poster child.
Yeah. I mean, I can't like say it enough, but like, just ask the question. Like,
Yeah.
ask the question, because, and even if you feel stupid in saying like, I don't know where to start, or like you don't know how to word a question to get like the answer you're trying to get, like just say, this is what I'm thinking. I don't know what I'm trying to get, but like just put it out there what you're trying to like get to, because like so many people, like at like one of the events you just held, oh yeah, I'm thinking of doing a second home, but I don't really know.
Yeah.
Run
Just
it
do
up.
it.
Just run it up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they go ahead. They come to Bullsbrook because
Yeah.
she didn't want to go to Bullsbrook, and now they come to Bullsbrook
Yeah,
and the new
exactly.
one,
Yeah.
and they're building. Yeah, they're building a quad.
Yeah, and so many people just don't understand equity. So ask
Yeah.
a question.
Ask a question.
Definitely. And
Get
we've
'em
got
asked
Maddie with us now that you guys are refinancing with.
Yes.
She's a gun, the finance broker that we work with. We've released at least 1 or 2 episodes with her by now.
Yeah.
Great communication.
Yeah.
Yeah, how good? Obviously, because these guys use my other broker that we used before.
Yep.
Difference? Huge.
Yeah,
I will
look.
see further we progress as well, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just in early days, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
From
Yeah, that's
from
good.
from what we've dealt with now, like very good. But like
Yeah.
you don't have to ask questions back. Like gives a lot of the information she knows you're going to ask. You know.
Yeah, perfect.
Um.
Almost like preempts it, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Exactly.
emails-
Exactly.
straight away as soon as she finds out stuff.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
Don't have to chase her up. She's
Yeah.
chasing me up.
And you
good.
always feel silly asking questions when you think like, oh, what about this? And then they'll just like reply back with like, you know, a couple of words, and you're just like, I'm still confused. Like, you know, like, so it's good, like explains and everything.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's good to hear. Do you know what I mean? Like where that feedback is, and the reason why we changed and we got Maddie and stuff was clients like yourself and others that gave us that feedback for us to grow. Same as the builders. That was the issue. We changed, grabbed the feedback and changed. Like, and that's what we're all about. So it's good to hear the feedback. And yeah, she's a fucking gun. She's a good egg.
Yeah,
like you
for
can actually
sure,
you can
for
have a
sure.
fucking conversation with her, and hopefully she might attend some of the events in the future. So then you guys like you
Do it.
Yeah, just fucking do it. And actually just like be able to have a conversation with someone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
really feel like you're being judged or
Yeah.
not getting that communication. It's just fucking
or not
it's
making
there.
being made to feel silly.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
On
for
not being talked down to.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
That's all
definitely.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you guys have any social media you want to plug?
Anything you want to plug or share?
Nah.
No?
Get on my Instagram for the story for if you want some
Yeah.
inspo pics. That's it.
All right, so where do they find you?
Good question. Just look at my name actually. Bianca McKenna.
Okay.
How do you spell it?
Bianca
Yep.
McKenna.
Cool.
Easy. I'll put it into the show notes as well. Plugging Mr Enthusiast, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, website, Google, YouTube, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. If you could leave a review or rating, that would be awesome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And just remember, guys.
We're not here.
To
fuck
fuck
spiders.
spiders.
Woo!
Fuck oath.
Thank
Come
you.
on.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.